Have you ever seen your cat act strange right before something serious happened? Some believe cats can sense death. Others say they know when we're sick. But is it true? Today on Kitty Meow, we uncover the science, the stories, and the mystery that may change how you see your cat forever. Before we get started, click like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to Kitty Meow. We bring you the most fascinating cat facts and emotional stories every single week. As Twilight painted the Rhode Island nursing home in hues of orange and purple, a petite tabby cat named Oscar would silently pad into the common room, his emerald green eyes scanning the faces of the residents. But Oscar wasn't just any ordinary cat. He was a healer, a comforter, and most remarkably, a harbinger of the end. For over 2 years, Oscar had an uncanny knack for sensing when a resident was nearing their mortal end. With an astonishing accuracy rate of over 50%, he would curl up beside the dying, purring softly as if to say goodbye. Residents, staff, and even doctors were astounded by his strange gift. The local news caught wind of this feline phenomena, and soon Oscar became known as the angel cat of compassion and hope. At first, the staff thought it was mere coincidence, but as the instances kept occurring, they realized there was something extraordinary going on. It wasn't just that Oscar spent more time with the residents during their last moments. He seemed to know when death was approaching, allowing him to be at the bedside just in time to comfort both the living and the dying. In the touching tale of Agnes, an elderly woman with dementia, Oscar's intuition proved to be a source of solace. As Agnes lay slipping away, Oscar nestled beside her, his presence a silent sentinel until her peaceful passing. The staff, touched by this profound bond, knew that Oscar was more than just a pet. He was a creature of remarkable insight and empathy, capable of bridging the gap between species and touching the hearts of all who crossed his path. Now, while these stories are deeply touching and seem almost magical, they raise an important question. Do cats really have a sixth sense when it comes to sensing death or illness? And if so, what makes them so attuned to the mysteries of life and death? This is what we'll investigate next. But before we continue, make sure to hit the like button to stay up to date with our heartwarming stories and incredible cat facts. Also, tell us in the comments below if you think cats can sense death or illness. Cats have a keen sense of observation and an acute awareness of their surroundings. Their sharp eyes, excellent hearing, and acute sense of smell enable them to detect subtle cues that humans may overlook. For instance, cats can perceive changes in a person's breathing patterns, body odor, or energy levels that indicate illness or distress. In addition to their sensory abilities, cats are highly attuned to changes in their environment. They are sensitive to variations in temperature, humidity, and even electromagnetic fields. These environmental changes can serve as indicators of an impending event, such as the approach of a storm or an earthquake. By recognizing these signs, cats may be able to anticipate potential dangers and take steps to protect themselves. Moreover, cats are social creatures who form strong bonds with their owners. They can sense changes in their owner's mood, behavior, and even stress levels. For example, cats may be able to detect anxiety or depression in their owners through changes in their voice, body language, or routine. This ability allows them to provide comfort and support to their owners when they are in need. It's important to note that while cats possess these remarkable abilities, they cannot predict the future with certainty. Rather, their acute senses and observational skills allow them to interpret subtle cues and take proactive measures to ensure their well-being and the safety of their environment. While it is difficult to prove scientifically whether cats can detect death, there have been numerous anecdotal accounts of cats exhibiting unusual behavior around dying or deceased individuals. Some people have reported that their cats have spent significant amounts of time with them or their loved ones during their final moments, as if sensing the impending death. Others have claimed that their cats have exhibited unusual behavior such as vocalization or restlessness around the deceased. It is possible that cats may be able to detect certain physical or behavioral changes in humans that indicate death or illness. For example, cats may be able to sense changes in body temperature, breathing patterns, or even electromagnetic fields that occur in the final stages of life. However, there is limited scientific evidence to support these claims. Some believe that cats may have a heightened sense of smell, which allows them to detect subtle changes in the body odor of humans who are sick or dying. Others believe that cats may be able to pick up on changes in a person's energy or emotions, such as fear or sadness, which may be present during times of illness or death. It is important to note that these claims are largely anecdotal. and there is no concrete evidence to support the idea that cats can detect death or illness in humans. However, the possibility remains an intriguing area of speculation and discussion among cat owners and animal experts alike. What do you think? Can cats sense death? Or do you have a different explanation for these stories? Let us know in the comments below. In the heart of England, a tale unfolded that bridged the realms of the living and the dead. Old Tom, a majestic ginger cat, was the beloved pet of a farmer and his wife. But Old Tom was no ordinary feline. He possessed a mystical air, an ancient wisdom in his emerald gaze that hinted at secrets beyond the mundane. The villagers spoke of him in hushed tones, for he was said to possess a sixth sense, an uncanny ability to navigate the unseen. One fateful day, a shadow fell over the village. A deadly illness swept through the homes, leaving despair in its wake. The villagers were baffled and frightened, for the disease seemed to strike randomly, sparing none in its path. Amidst the gloom, Old Tom emerged as a beacon of hope. With an otherworldly grace, he would visit the afflicted, sensing their pain and offering solace in his presence. His purrs, it was said, carried the power to heal, his touch a balm to soothe the troubled spirit. Then came the ultimate test. As the farmer's wife succumbed to the illness, Old Tom's vigil by her bedside deepened. He refused to leave her side, even as the darkness of death approached. And when the moment came, he was by her side, his eyes fixed on hers, as if sharing a secret language only they understood. When the villagers found them in the morning, they were astonished to discover that the cat's body was cold, yet the woman still bore the faintest hint of warmth. Had Old Tom sacrificed himself to ease her passage? The villagers marveled at the depth of his devotion. After the funeral, Old Tom never quite recovered. His once vibrant spirit dimmed, his appetite waned, and his steps grew feeble. Yet he continued to visit the graveside every day, his mournful meows echoing the villagers' sorrow. 3 days later, Old Tom, too, breathed his last breath, leaving behind a legacy of love, sacrifice, and an enduring mystery. Was Old Tom truly a cat with a sixth sense, a mystical guide between the worlds of the living and the dead? Or was he simply a devoted pet, whose love transcended even death itself? In the tapestry of our lives, the role of cats is often underestimated. They are viewed by many as mere pets or independent creatures that grace our homes with their presence. However, in truth, cats hold a deeper significance, serving as silent observers and companions who enrich our lives in ways we may not always recognize. Throughout history, cats have been associated with various myths, legends, and beliefs, often depicted as mystical beings with extraordinary powers. While these tales may seem fantastical, they reflect the deep connection humans have forged with cats and the enigmatic nature of these enigmatic creatures. In conclusion, while the idea of cats being able to sense death or illness is a fascinating one, it remains largely in the realm of speculation and personal belief. There is limited scientific evidence to support the claim that cats possess this ability, and many of the anecdotal accounts can be attributed to a cat's acute senses, intuition, and strong bond with their owners. However, the possibility that cats may have a heightened sensitivity to certain changes in humans provides an interesting avenue for further investigation and exploration. Perhaps with more research, we will uncover the truth behind these mysterious feline instincts and gain a deeper understanding of the remarkable creatures that share our lives.